All right, guys, here we go again with some real estate investing help. Um, like I said, I have my email and my phone number in the bio that you're welcome to call, email, text. So today is January the 11th. I just finished dinner, some steak dinner. There's my dessert, little pumpkin roll. So anyway, um, I'm going to talk real quick, go back over briefly on the financing. And then I'm going to talk about my fourth deal. 28516 Cerise Lane. It's down in Millsboro, about 25 minutes from Rehoboth Beach. A little teeny trailer, an old, like 69, I can't even remember the make of it, but it was old looking on the outside. And I over improved it really bad, like polished marble backsplash. I redid the whole entire kitchen, brand new cabinets, and had these lights hanging down like Tiffany lamps. And listen, man, I mean, it was an old trailer, but when people opened the door, the reaction was worth every bit of it. They would be like, "Oh my," or they'd be like, "Wow." I mean, honestly. And I took pictures of it, and when I show people, they believe it's in a house. It's actually in a 12-foot wide mobile home. And they thought it was a home and had an island, a movable island. Man, it was something. Now, listen, I made money on it. I made a good bit of money. But I'll talk about that in a minute. So you can, on financing, you can use your own money. I started that way, a couple $1,000s a year. Like I said, you look around hard enough and be in the right place and ask enough people. People will call you about, hey, I heard about this, and they'll call you. There's somebody who's trying to get rid of a mobile home, and I have that all the time. People call me, somebody's trying to get rid of an RV trailer. You interested? Most times, yes. So you can use your own money. You can wholesale, put an offer on a place. Um, Find out the after repair market by doing comps in the area, the size, the location, and what it's worth with the repair that you need to do to it, what you can buy it for. Never offer them over 65% ever of its total value, ever, if that. I mean, I've paid like 18,000 on a house. I'm getting ready to sell it for 53,000. Now I have 6 or 7,000 in it or whatever. So I'm going to make, I think, 29,000 on that. It's not spectacular. You're not going to get rich overnight, but I keep stacking it and reinvesting it. And like I said, hopefully this year, later in this year, I will have $100,000 cash to put on something big, apartment building with multiple units, and at least 20 units, I hope, or more, or a motel, and make my money that way. So and work toward my retirement in 3 years. So use sweat equity. I went into Love Creek. I found some trailers, said, hey, I'll do all the repair, pay for it. Sign a contract. We wrote a contract. When I finish the repair, you sign the title to me. I sell it. When I sell it, they have to be approved for the park, and you do that, and then they move in, they pay you lot rent. That's a win-win for both of us. Right? And I'm going to do that again. We use investors' money, hard money, private money. I've bought houses off auctions online. Done it all. I've been to tax sales, and haven't gotten any that way yet. And I'm going to talk about later on tax liens, where you just buy the note. But anyway, you can refinance this house. I can't find a rate lower than what I have, so I'm just leaving my equity in it. But eventually, I'll take the money out of here and buy another property with the equity in this one. And then so when I pay it back, I pay it off of the rental or the money I make, pay my loan back down, take my profit. Or borrow out of your 401k or some other savings plan, which I've done that. I've done it several times. So, and then I pay the loan back, and every time I pay the loan back, I can borrow much more money. So, like I said, the first time I did it, or not the first time, but the last time, I owed 6,000 left on a loan. I borrowed 10, I think, so I had 4 of it to pay down. I borrowed. I had 6,000 balance. My son gave me that. Paid it. Borrowed 12,000. Gave him his 6 back. and then bought a property and used that money plus a little more for a down payment. The closing, not for the down payment, it was a VA loan. For my closing was a little over $10,000. So that's that, your money. So if you need any information that I can help, email me, text me, call me. But texting me would be probably the best. So my first, second, third, fourth property, 28516 Cerise Lane, Millsboro, Delaware. I bought that property for $2,000. It had water running out of the ceiling, down this light fixture, black mold in the place. We tore the ceilings out, all that, one whole wall all the way to the metal. I had pictures of it, and it actually looked like a roll-up door, a push-up door, because it had the ridges in it from the inside. And it was actually the outside of the trailer. I was on the inside, but it was the outside aluminum. And then I reframed the walls, put windows in, insulated it, and put drywall up, and then we put a new kitchen in. So I bought that one for $2,000. I put $3,000 in repair, which was $5,000. I sold it for $9,000, so I made $4,000. So my original, I had $5,000 in it, and I made $4,000. So what's that? 80% or something. 100% you double your money. 50% is you make half of what you put in. I clearly I had $2,000 in plus $3,000 for the repair is $5,000. And then I sold it for $9,000, so 85, 90% or something I made back. So, and those little properties, you can do that. And it's hard to get your money out of big. I don't really buy $200,000-$300,000 homes to fix up, and unless they're double that. I have to have a big margin for me to be interested in buying them, because I'm afraid I just can't get my money out. Now, I might do something different later. I've seen some that a man died. The house was, they owed like $180,000. It was worth $300 and something. I should have bought it, but I wasn't in a position to. And that was one of them deals that got away. Man, I wish I bought that. But guess what? There'll be other ones. Remember what I said? It might be a deal of a lifetime, but it's not a once in a lifetime. You're going to have other deals of a lifetime. So it ain't the only one. And so this one, like I said, I did polished marble backsplash. I had a vinyl floor, roll-out vinyl, not laminate. That was so thick. I'd never seen vinyl that thick. It was so thick, they said you don't even have to put glue down. I didn't glue the floor down. It was just so heavy. It was unbelievable. It was looked like ivory, white ivory. Now, I had to sweep my floor 5 times a day, but I want to tell you what, it looked like polished white marble. Man, it was unbelievable. It was phenomenal. The appearance. When they opened that door, man, like, just their reaction. I said, what's that? Like the MasterCard or Visa commercial they do. This costs that costs that. Their reaction to this, priceless. Dude, it was. It blew their mind. And so I put the 2, bought it, put 3 in it for repair. And a lot of it was I did my own work, the sweat equity. If you're paying people to do your work, you're going to have much less profit. If you're not able to do your own work, then make a deal with a contractor. I have a deal right now with a contractor. Okay, so this 12th property, when we get to that, I put an offer, they've accepted it. So when we start working, we close it, we go in, do what we got to do. The contractor does all the labor free. He does not charge me 1 penny. I help him, obviously, and I have all the money in it. I buy all the repair material. He does all the work for free, and we split it down the middle. Now, should I do 60-40 or whatever? Probably, but listen. Am I worried about 10% of $53,000, $5,000? Absolutely not. Because I've given him a fair deal. He's my friend. I trust him. There's very few I do. I'm okay with 50%. He should be okay. It's more than fair. And if we keep doing that, we're going to make a lot of money. I don't have to pay a contractor a whole lot of money to, because listen, you're not only you're paying the laborers as much as the repair material. So It's hard to make money with them guys. I mean, there's a budget for that, but I like making 40% on my properties. Profit. So, I may actually have enough time to go through this one. So it's a little teeny trailer, had a porch on it. And then we did the work. We lived in it. I'm going to try to find pictures of that. And I'm going to post them on here somehow or just show you on my next video. I'm telling you, it will blow your mind. It looks like a house kitchen in a 12-foot wide trailer. They now, single wides are 14 feet. And then double wides are apparently 28 feet wide. So you just would never know it. And it wasn't crowded. And man, it was nice. It was really nice. So that's one of the things you can do is buy something that needs a lot of repair. Go into these trailer parks that are older. And like I said, go to the management, who's ever managing it, and tell them you'll fix the thing up. Now make sure you get the one. Listen, the one I started at Love Creek was the one that needed the least work, and it still had to tear out most of the floors. So pick the one that needs the least amount of work, so you don't kill yourself going in. You can build up some money and then tackle another one, or take that money and go somewhere else, or do whatever. But always make sure you have a contract when you do stuff like that, because they at any time could have pulled out and said, we never told him that. So make sure it says, when I complete the work, you agree to sign me the title, and then I will sell it, and they'll pay you lot rent. So, but so that's that one, Cerise Lane. I'm going to talk a little bit about the next one. We're at 12 minutes. Okay, so the next one, I stepped up from trailers. It was a trailer, but it was what's called a C-class. They put it on a foundation. And I'm going to tell you what I learned from that. Still considered a trailer. I know they have a deed for it and all that, but I'm telling you, I did one of them. If I'm going to do that, I'll just stay with trailers. I thought I was stepping up, and I did. I made $26,000 on this. Well, it says altogether, my net was $53,000, but I paid part of that out to somebody else. $5,000 and some dollars, and plus we had a ton of expenses. After I sold it, we lowered the price because we owed money to an investor. I was cutting the grass every week. I graveled the driveway, which was a couple 100 feet long. So actually, I netted 26. The other guy netted 5,000 something. After some money he had in it, he had way less work, a smaller percentage. We were supposed to split it. I did most of the work. I did most of the work after. I did all the work after we finished rehabbing it. I cut the grass for 13 weeks straight by myself with a push mower. It was a half-acre lot, so you can imagine what that took. And I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not mad at him. He's one of my best friends. I did not do any more properties after that. Now I would, because now he has teenage kids. Back then, he was bringing them with him. They wouldn't behave right. I mean, they were going through a lot of stuff in their life. Just being a teenager's enough. And he wasn't getting no work done. He was babysitting. And then I'm like, listen, you can't. They were hitting shit with hammers. And I'm like, nah, come on. And then he didn't show up. The only time he could show up was on the weekends. And then he didn't show up for 3 or 4 weekends in a row. And I'm like, I'm not doing this shit by myself, even though it was. Finally, at the end, I said, this is what I have in the house. 3 times what you have in it as far as financially, money. It's paying the electric bill every month and on and on. And replaced the heat and air conditioner. Put a brand new heat and air conditioner in. Heating system, cooling system. And I figured it out, and I was fair. I gave him his percentage and my percentage. But the difference was I had 5 times more in it and more time and all that. And I gave him 5,000 something, whatever he put in, plus more. And then my 26,000 I ended with. So that was 22299 Raven Circle in Lincoln, Delaware. Like I said, it was in a park that they put them all on foundations. They all had to be on foundations. Now, not every one of the owners went and got a C-class title that you get a deed, just like a house, from the state of Delaware. That's how it is in Delaware. But you have to apply for it. It just doesn't automatically happen. I know people that put their double-wide trailers on houses or on foundations, and then they never get a C title. So this is getting ready, and that was that one. We netted 26 out of that. And we'll go on to the next one. Will be the fifth one, 33953 Cornflower. That's the one in Love Creek. All right. Thanks for listening.